Brent crude has collapsed -6.82% to $84.80, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Wednesday, July 22nd, and this is your complete global market briefing. Caution prevails across asset classes. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 edged higher plus 0.89% to $7,509.20. Investor sentiment is being shaped by stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures slide with Alphabet, Tesla earnings on deck, Yahoo Finance. NASDAQ 100 climbed plus 1.93% to $29,155. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Wall Street's higher on chip stocks recovery, earnings in focus. Dow Jones edged higher plus 0.74% to $52,225. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today. Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures slide with Alphabet, Tesla earnings on deck, Yahoo Finance. DAX ticked up plus 0.33% to $25,094. This comes as oil prices rise after Trump says Iran will pay for killing U.S. service members, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 edged higher plus 1.28% to $10,721. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. TSMC surged plus 5.55% to $424.61 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by is TSMC still the undisputed king of AI chips, caveat AI. N2 node ramp is the most important near-term catalyst. Demand from Apple, Nvidia, and AMD exceeds current capacity. The geopolitical Taiwan risk is the permanent discount the stock will carry, but the fundamental earnings power is exceptional. Arizona fab progress and U.S. CHIPS Act subsidy clarity are the structural positives. Rocket Lab surged plus 5.14% to $69.12 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that RKLB stock pops 9% after hours on $266 million Air Force win. Retail sees a space sector catalyst. TradingView. Space systems manufacturing, solar panels, reaction wheels, radio frequency components is generating reliable cash flow that cushions launch market volatility. Any tactically responsive space contract win with the US DoD would directly boost near-term Electron revenue. The long-term re-rating catalyst is Neutron's maiden flight timeline. ASML surged plus 3.59% to $1,801.51 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by ASML shares fall after hiking sales forecast for second time this year on strong AI chip demand. High-NA EUV shipments are the growth engine. Demand from TSMC, Samsung, and Intel for the most advanced nodes is exceptional. The backlog visibility is multi-year. China export restriction risk is the key overhang. Any news on high-NA throughput improvements would be a catalyst. United Health surged plus 3.51% to $436.35 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that YUN stock breakout faltered after massive earnings beat. Investors Business Daily. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for United Health sits around $462.53. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view. Always do your own research. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, this comes as oil prices rise after Trump says Iran will pay for killing U.S. service members, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ futures slide with Alphabet, Tesla earnings on deck, Yahoo Finance. Turning to commodities. Brent crude plunged to $84.80 per barrel, down 6.82% on the session. The move follows reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow futures ease as oil rally tempers RE optimism ahead of big tech earnings. SMKI, Oklo, XE, SKHY, Guggen Focus, TradingView. WTI crude climbed to $87.37 per barrel, up 2.9% on the session. The move follows reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow futures ease as oil rally tempers RE optimism ahead of big tech earnings. SMKI, Oklo, XE, SKHY, Guggen Focus, TradingView. Natural gas edged higher to $2.88, up 0.7% on the session. This comes as oil prices rise after Trump says Iran will pay for killing U.S. service members, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold edged higher to $4,123.50 per troy ounce, up 1.29% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold holds near $4,000 as Fed rate expectations offset safe haven demand, Yahoo Finance. Let us give you our near-term view on Brent crude. With the selling pressure we have seen today, the key support level for Brent crude is around $79.71. A failure to hold there could accelerate the decline and attract further sellers. For a recovery, bulls need to see a fundamental shift in the drivers weighing on prices. This is our view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, losing 0.08% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, losing 0.47% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 163.04, gaining 0.34% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to week ahead for FX, bonds, US, European PMI data, ECB decision in focus. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? Thanks for watching MTRS_Market Pulse. Nothing here constitutes financial advice. Please conduct your own due diligence. Good luck in the markets, and we will see you in the next video. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.